Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If we've never met before, my name is Chelsea and I make new videos weekly on fashion, beauty, and travel. Although it's been a lot of travel lately and not so much beauty, I wanted to bring back my Empties series because I know you guys like it and it's really satisfying for me to put together. I haven't done an Empties video in months because, you know, just been here, there, and everywhere. But I have a ton, like literally a ton of makeup empties to share with you. So I'm gonna go through these items rather quickly because I've talked about many of these things at length before. So I'm just gonna, hit you with the highlights. Did I like it? Will I repurchase? Was it good? Should you buy it? I'll have all the products mentioned listed down below. And also, if you're interested in my makeup look today, check out my Get Ready With Me, which is coming very soon. There are two really fun limited edition palettes in that video that are available at Ulta. So you have to go watch that video as soon as it comes out. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that video. And without further ado, let's get into the empties. First up is a bronzer that I absolutely head over heels fell in love with. This is the number 7 bronzer in the shade Golden Sand. They did send this to me and they sent me another one. I think it's in Golden Caramel, which is nice, but Golden Sand is slightly, ever so slightly lighter and more suitable for fair skin. So I love this and definitely will repurchase. You can find number 7 at Target, and their powder products, including their powder blushes, are absolutely fantastic. This is the infamous Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. My sister got this for me. This tub actually lasted me quite some time. You know, what everybody says is true about this powder. It's absolutely phenomenal for baking, for setting the under eye. It dusts away, looks fabulous and flawless. Absolutely love that. That's on my Christmas wish list. That's right, Christmas, because I'm not shopping for makeup right now. Next up is the Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Talc-Free Mineral Face Powder. And this is in the color Creamy Natural. I love this face powder. I loved it for both setting my foundation in the morning and touching up in the afternoon. This product is actually pretty hard to find. I think I found this at Walmart, and there are no Walmarts in the city of San Francisco, so anytime I'm close to a Walmart, I do pop in to see if they have this because this is a phenomenal powder and it is talc-free if you're sensitive. The day that this shattered was absolutely heartbreaking. This is the IT Cosmetics CC Plus Airbrush Perfecting Powder Illumination. I love this powder because it has SPF 50, PA++. It was full coverage but left the nicest illuminated look without being overly glittery. As you can see, there's not a single gram of this left. I loved it, and I think I mentioned this in my April favorites, so go back and watch that if you want to hear more about that. IT Cosmetics Superhero Liner. I love this. It lasted me for absolute ages. It is a brush tip. It never frayed and it stayed really inky black for a long time. So definitely recommend that. This is the Laneige CC Cushion. I've talked about this in multiple videos. I have another insert I'm using right now. That cushion compact never leaves my handbag. Absolutely love it. I used up a concealer. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer. This is the one that everybody compares to the Tarte Shape Tape. I don't think it's as good as Shape Tape, but it is still a decent concealer. It is super blendable. It's not as full coverage as Tarte Shape Tape, but what it lacks in that full coverage department, it's a lot more forgiving and hydrating on the skin. I believe I got the lightest shade in the range, which is C1, so if you're extremely fair like me, this might be a good option for you, and yeah. I was running low on concealer, so I had to pick this up, and I was pretty happy with it. I used up the IT Cosmetics Perfect Lighting Radiant Touch Magic Wand. This is a brush tip brightening concealer pen. It has a pink tone to it to really brighten and like color correct your under eye circles. I thought it was pretty good. This is not going to give you a ton of coverage. It's not my one and only concealer, but it was a nice product to try. I love this mascara, and this one really took me by surprise. This is the 100% pure fruit pigmented mascara. It's ultra lengthening, 100% natural, and 100% vegetarian. There aren't a lot of like natural clean beauty brands that have blown me away in the mascara department, except for this one. This one has a thick natural bristle wand. The strangest thing, it has like this very strong blueberry, natural fresh blueberry scent. I just loved it. This was extremely lengthening, separating, and quite a bit volumizing. I love using this mascara during the day or even as a layering mascara as my first layer. Loved it. It did dry out. I would say within the 3-month mark, it really dried up, but I would 100% pure, 100% purchase this again. This was gifted to me to try, and I was blown away. We have Tarte Shape Tape in this bin as well. It's been that long. I've gone through at least 2 or 3 different concealers. This is the Shape Tape in the shade Fair. What can I say about this concealer that you haven't already heard? It's extremely full coverage, long wearing, so much so that I would have to be careful with the base that I would wear with it. For instance, I couldn't really wear my IT Cosmetics CC Plus cream with Tarte Shape Tape because this would kind of sweat off and break down before this did, leaving me with like insanely bright under eyes that looked unnatural. So when I wore this, I had to make sure I was wearing like a long wear, full coverage foundation to go with the coverage level of this. This concealer is popular for a reason. So it's a little bit drying if you use too much, so just be careful, but I would definitely recommend this. Great segue into my IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus cream. I'm usually wearing the shade Fair, but sometimes I graduate to the shade Light. This is in the shade Light. It tends to be more of my summer tone. This stuff's great. I've talked about it at length a billion times, but right now, I got this bad boy that just launched. This is the Oil-Free Matte, and this might have taken the place of this guy just because my skin is combination and I'm a little bit on the more oily side of things. This stuff's really good, and I'll talk about it in a favorites video coming soon. But I digress. It doesn't take away from how good this product is. It's just a little more dewy and sweats off a little bit faster. So just keep that in mind. This stuff is amazing. Everybody talks about it for a reason. High coverage CC cream. There's nothing quite like it. Okay, here's another concealer I went through. The Pixi by Petra. What do they call this? Pat Away Concealing Base in the shade Cream. I believe this is the lightest shade they have. And again, it's that chubby doe foot applicator. Everybody compares this to Shape Tape. I feel like similar to the Makeup Revolution concealer, this one's a lot more hydrating than the Shape Tape. However, in terms of coverage, this is good, but it's not as strong as Shape Tape. So for the everyday person, I think this is great. It will get the job done, but it's not as bulletproof, opaque, borderline drying as the Shape Tape formula. But I really did like this, and I love Pixi products. They are cruelty-free. You can find them at Target, and I just love this brand. So I would recommend this, but it's not like my one and only forevermore concealer. Okay, can you guys believe it? I've gone through a liquid lipstick. If you're a longtime subscriber, you know this is one of my favorite go-to red lipsticks. This is the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick in the shade Boss. This is the Lily Singh collaboration that I loved so much. It is the perfect red that makes your teeth look so white and your lips just look so beautiful. That gorgeous pinup red. It's not too orange, not too blue. It's just that perfect red. And these liquid lipsticks have a really moussey texture when you put them on, and they dry down and they're matte and they last all day. But this one, honestly, I've used it so much that it's completely dried up on the inside, and I have to get another one. So love this. No stranger to my channel, but I want to let you know I finished it up. I've used up, okay, well, this is going to tell you how long I've had this Empties bin in my drawer. I've used up a couple different containers of Roto Cool eye drops. These are my all-time favorite eye drops. They really cool the eye. They kind of feel like a shot of Listerine in your eyeball, which I know sounds psychotic, but trust me, once you try it, you'll never go back to ordinary eye drops. It really brightens your eyes and perks me right up. Can't be without these. And this one actually looks different because I bought this one in Taiwan. When I was in Taiwan last August and September, I ran out of this while I was there, and I was like, crap, I can't live without this stuff. This product's actually from Japan, so you can find it anywhere in Asia. And I think I went in either a Family Mart or a 7-Eleven and I found it. And I can't read any of the label, but it is the same product. So got this one in Taiwan, got this one in the States. Same product, love it so much. I've got another one full right here on my desk. Can't be without that stuff. I love it. Okay, used up a couple different beauty blenders. I've gone through at least, I would say, 3 or 4 of these in the last year. The original beauty blender, the pink one. It's amazing. I've bought countless beauty blenders in my lifetime. The PR teams also sent me a couple samples. I love it. And I've also tried the beauty blender. I think this is like the mini or the blush. They have a couple different sizes of these. This is great for travel because it's a little bit smaller in my makeup bag. And yeah, it's just easier, travel friendly, but there's nothing quite like the original pink beauty blender. Okay, another concealer I used up. This is a mini size of the Urban Decay Naked Skin. This is in the shade Light Neutral. This is a travel size. I think I picked this up in the like checkout area at Ulta. It's a fail for me because of the shade match. It's just not a good shade match for me. I mean, I can see why people liked it. It was pretty hydrating and nourishing under the eyes, looked like skin, but the shade was a fail for me personally. Couple of lip balms I used up. The EOS Summer Fruit Lip Balm. I did a blog post on these last year. Really love these. They've reformulated them. They're extra hydrating and nourishing. If you used to like these back in the day and you were kind of over it, I recommend you pick them up again. See if you like the new formula, because they really have improved the formula in my opinion, and you can read more about it on my blog. I'll link that post down below. Pacifica sent me like one of every flavor of these amazing lip balms that they have. This is the Bali Coconut. I used it entirely up. I'm currently using one, I think, in like Persian Cherry, and they have a couple other scents I really do enjoy. They had a mango one, I think. I don't know if it's in this Empties. No, I don't think it is, but they have a mango flavor that was my absolute fave. So I would say the coconut and the mango have to be my favorites, like kind of tied, and then the Persian Cherry is pretty good. So love these. Pacifica, I think you can find these at Target, and if not Target, Ulta. Really, really good, nourishing, soft lip balms. Okay, you guys, I want to do a mascara lightning round because I don't think I've gone through this many mascaras and Empties before. Honestly, I think this is like a year's worth of Empties when it comes to makeup Empties. So real quick, first one in the bunch, the Perfecto Base Perfecto by Givenchy. Love this lash primer. It's pink. It's really fun. It's not the best lash primer out there. If you want something on a budget, I would say go for L'Oreal Voluminous. And I really do like the Dior 3D Maximizer, but this one is pretty good in terms of the high-end range, and it has a really unique brush. However, this mascara that Givenchy sent over, this is the Black Satin Noir Couture Mascara. This just unfortunately did nothing for my lashes. The brush is very unique. It's this like circular trio design. Honestly, this did nothing for my lashes. Don't waste your time. Skip this, but get this. The L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar Red Carpet Black Mascara, gimmicky name. It's, you know, one of those dual-ended mascaras that has, you know, step 1 and a step 2. I just showed that in the opposite order, but you get my drift. This did nothing for my lashes, just kind of was a fail. Again, don't waste your time with this. Just go get that L'Oreal Voluminous primer, just the plain one, and you'll be good. Oh, what do you know? Here it is. Great segue, because here is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Primer. It's got a simple, straightforward, you know, standard mascara wand, but this really helps you build up the intensity and thickness of your lashes before you go in with a black mascara. So get this and skip the others. Although, if you have unlimited budget, this one is very nice. L'Oreal launched the Voluminous Lash Paradise within the last year. I really do like this. The brush is very similar to Too Faced Better Than Sex. The packaging is also very similar. It's kind of got this, you know, fluffy hourglass wand. It's very thickening, very volumizing. It's not as good as L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black, in my opinion, but I liked it for thickening. I will agree with other YouTubers who say that this dries out rather quickly. I feel like the formula already is pretty much on the dry, thick side, so it tends to dry out quite fast. I have Blackest Black, and then I have Blackest Black Waterproof. I really do like the waterproof formula, so I would consider getting those again. I have L'Oreal's like top selling products at the moment, so I think it's a good mascara and something I would certainly recommend. Another L'Oreal mascara from the Voluminous range. This is the Feline Noir. Love the packaging. I love anything leopard. Hello, I'm wearing a leopard shirt right now. However, this is a plastic bristle wand, and I feel like the formula did nothing for my lashes. It was pretty much non-existent and a little bit clumpy. So what was the point really? I just didn't like this mascara at all. That one had to go. Don't recommend it. And then finally, oh, love this mascara. One of my favorite high-end mascaras. The Superhero Mascara by It Cosmetics. The tube's kind of this distinct hourglass design, but when you look at the brush, it's like a flat, boring brush. But let me tell you, this formula is phenomenal. It is so thickening, volumizing, and lengthening. It's kind of that total package when it comes to mascara and mascaras that I like. I will say that again, similar to the Lash Paradise, this one dries out pretty quickly. So if you're on a budget, probably, you know, not the mascara for you, but if you like spending a little bit, this is a great mascara to check out. Then we of course have a travel size mascara. This just straight up was a flop for me. This is the Burberry Cat Lashes Mascara. This is in the shade Jet Black. And it's got this absolute horrific wand. It's hourglass, but it's plastic, it's pokey. It's got 2 different widths of bristles. I just don't like these types of mascaras that are really pokey, and like there's no product on the wand. Like it's just dry. Like I just didn't get this mascara, and it poked me in the eye every time. Do not like that one at all. Okay, actually I lied. Here's one more mascara. This is the Makeup Forever Excessive Lash. This one has, you know, a little bit of a boring type wand to it. I feel like this one did nothing for my lashes. If you like barely there, you know, effortless makeup and you don't like to go overboard with your mascara, this might be something to check out. Excessive lash, it's more like wet lash because it does not give you excessive volume or anything of the sort. So I love this brand, but this mascara was a flop. I used up a primer. This rarely happens in my world. This is the Anti-Aging Moisture Primer. It's hypoallergenic, paraben-free, and silicone-free. Hyaluronic antioxidant treatment with peptides. Love this primer. I've talked about it in past favorites videos. It's extremely hydrating and smoothing and forgiving on the skin. It takes a lot for a primer to stand out to me because I just find so many to be mediocre, but this one's really good and very forgiving and nourishing on the skin, so definitely would recommend that. Couple of brow products. We have the Makeup Forever, ooh, it's all rubbed off, but I believe this was called the Brow Sculpt 3-in-1 pencil, and this is in the shade 20. It was the blonde shade. So it has the pencil here, it's got the spoolie here, and then it's got this third compartment in the middle with like a brightening brow highlight powder. And this brow product was amazing. I didn't use the highlighting aspect that much, but in terms of a nice blonde kind of soft brow color, definitely would recommend that. I really did like that pencil, but this one takes the cake. This is the Hourglass Arch pencil, and this is in the color Soft Brunette. So this pencil just has two ends, the product and the spoolie, and it's got this like wedge shape. I've used, I think, both the Warm Blonde and Soft Brunette shades in this pencil. Really love it, absolutely gorgeous. So I think I got this in Japan last year. This is the Dolly Wink liquid eyeliner. Glides on with ease. It's just dried out. Really liked it and would recommend it if you can find it. This is the Rimmel London Color Precise eyeliner. I remember not liking this. It is a felt pen and I just feel like it was a little bit gray. I wouldn't recommend this. It's like a felt tip marker, but it's kind of on the gray side and a little bit sticky. Didn't really get on with that one. I love this. This is the Giorgio Armani, I think it's called the Eye Tint, and I think this is in the color 21. The sticker's worn off on the bottom. So this is a eyeshadow base that's very close to my skin color, so it's very neutral, works with any color shadow, and didn't crease, didn't smudge, didn't flake. I would also wear this alone a lot of the times and it would dry so quickly and last all day. So I really did enjoy that and I would recommend it to you guys. Next is the Smashbox Camera Ready BB Cream Eyes Broad Spectrum SPF 15. This product's really interesting because it's kind of like an under eye brightener and concealer, but like eye cream and sunscreen all in one. So it has this brush tip. Not my favorite packaging, to be quite honest, but it was pretty nourishing under the eyes, and now that I think of it, I can't really think of any other eye cream or eye product on the market that has SPF in it. So I think it's a really unique product and something to check out from Smashbox, but I'm not in a rush to go out and replace it. Another eye brightener is the Radiant Glow by No. 7. This is a concealer, and this is in the shade number 10. Similar to the IT Cosmetics one I shared earlier, it has a brush tip. Obviously there's nothing in it. You know, this wasn't heavy duty enough to be my one and done concealer, but still a really good one to brighten under the eyes, and it's very forgiving on the skin. I use up the e.l.f. I think it's called the Under Eye Setting Powder, and it's in the shade Sheer. So I think they only maybe make 1 or 2 shades of this. It's kind of like, you know, a little loose translucent powder to set your under eyes. And I don't know if this is any different than like the overall like HD finishing powder that e.l.f. makes, but this is really good, and it didn't make my eyes look old or crepey or dry or anything like that. I was actually really impressed by this. I think there's like a little bit left in there maybe. Let's see if we can get some more out. There's still a little bit left in there, so I'm actually going to use that tomorrow when I do my makeup because I really do like how that looks under the eye, and a container of this actually lasted me quite a long time. I used up the Elizabeth Arden Beautiful Color Bold Liquid Lipstick in the color Passionate Peach. I love the color of this product, but just the packaging is just something I'm not going to use. It's got this like felt tip, cushiony, you know, applicator, and the liquid lipstick itself is a very plush, creamy, moussey formula. It's got kind of a glossy finish, and it wears quite well, but the fact that this applicator gets so dirty and grimy, it just feels kind of gross to put on the lips, you know, day after day. So I'm going to toss this. I think it's expired, but I really like the color. I just wish they would maybe simplify the packaging a little bit. We don't need that cushiony tip, just a doe foot applicator or wand would be sufficient for me. So, but that's just me. Then another IT Cosmetics product. This is the Je ne sais quoi Rose. Regular Je ne sais quoi by IT Cosmetics is more similar to Dior Lip Glow, except it's like much more of a blue-based cool tone pink. And just this rosy tone is a lot more wearable. You can see it on my thumb there. And last but certainly not least is a Buxom lipstick. This is the Buxom matte lipstick in the shade, you guessed it, White Russian. And I pretty much use it entirely up. That is the shade right there. It is the most gorgeous pinky nude, pink with a bit of nude in it. It is so creamy and nourishing on the lips. It smells like buttercream frosting. So it's creamy. It's really like a demi-matte formula. It's not gonna dry your lips out. It's not gonna make you look old or crusty. It's just so creamy. It's so creamy and delightful to apply. Absolutely love that lipstick. I would wear it sometimes with a lip liner, sometimes with a gloss, but most of the time just as my one and done lip color. Alright you guys, so that is a wrap for my makeup empties. My camera is flashing at me. I wanted to wrap this up. Thank you again so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down in a comment below. If you enjoyed the video, please hit it with a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I'll see you very soon in my next video.